Hey, fellow Ostomates, Happy New Year. I hope you're all having a great start to 2023. I know I am. I have been looking back over the past year and the many challenges that I personally have faced. I'm feeling pretty good about 2023. I'm excited to see what this year is going to bring, the challenges ahead, and new experiences and things of that nature. So, I'm sorry that you're getting me at the end of today. You guys know that, I start the day with some makeup and possibly my hair fixed. And whenever I might make a video, if it's that day, however I look is how I'm going to look. So, Happy New Year. Nothing has changed as far as that goes. Again, I hope you guys are doing great. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much to those of you who have reached out to me and shared your stories with me. Please, if you are willing to, please leave a comment. I would love to get a dialogue started with some people about how do you cope day to day. What advice do you have for fellow Ostomates on just not necessarily, there are plenty of videos about what bag do I do? How do I do this? How do I do that? What do I, how to burp a bag, how to irrigate, things like that. But there's not a lot of people talking about how do I handle the depression or, any of this stuff that may come along with it. And that's really why I wanted to start kind of talking with you guys. And, I just see a lot of people that are really down about having ostomies, ileostomies, colostomies, sometimes urostomies. For me, I've already established, I think, that I'm more of a Tigger than an Eeyore. That's not to say I don't have Eeyore days. Everybody, I think, does. I get it. I'm not judging anyone. I'm not walking the same path as someone else. We could have the exact same type of, like I had cancer that gave me my beloved ride or die Biff. And, you could have had the same type of cancer that gave you your stoma and stuff, but that still we're not going to have the same experience. So I don't want anybody to think I'm belittling them or anything in any way. I'm really, really not. I just, this is just how I manage things. And again, that's not to say I don't have my Eeyore days, because I certainly do. I just want to know how do you guys cope with certain things. I had met the sweetest young lady the other day, and she has just shared with me some of the most upsetting stories that I think I've ever heard from her family and the way that she's been treated about her ileostomy. And she's not new to it. She's had an ileostomy for a decade and a half. So it's heartbreaking. It's so upsetting to hear that. And that's one of the reasons that I want to get this dialogue going with everyone. I just don't want to keep anybody today. Just wanted to come on and say, hey, I'm rooting for you guys. I know I'm looking forward to a cancer-free 2023. Cancer-free 2023, yay. I have my next scan February 15th, so I'm really looking forward to that. I did want to leave you guys with this today, and it is 1 Peter 3:10. Whoever would love life and see good days must keep their tongue from evil and their lips from deceitful speech. They must turn from evil and do good. They must seek peace and pursue it. They must seek peace and pursue it. So, we're being told that we have to be active participants, right? So we have to be active participants. We need to seek peace and we need to pursue it. We also have to be advocates for ourselves, for our ostomies, for our life, for our spiritual life, but for our physical life too. We need to advocate for ourselves, okay? Doesn't mean that we have to be super confrontational all the time. I love a good confrontation, y'all. I love a good confrontation, okay? I'm not going to back away from one, okay? But doesn't mean that we have to be confrontational about it. We just have to advocate for ourselves. This brings me to a quote by Andy Stanley, and it says, "We don't drift in good directions. We discipline and prioritize ourselves there." So we're not just drifting along like, you know, on the waters, we're not just floating along. We literally we have to put ourselves in the direction we want to go. So we have to row that oar, where we want to go. My pastor had said once a few years ago that if you are heading in a straight line, you're always going to head that way, right? Okay, sure. That makes sense. Nothing's going to change. We're just going to keep going like this. He said, if you make a 2-degree shift, just a 2-degree shift, a little bit shift, just like that. That's not much, right? So here's the straight line. I have wonky hands, but a 2-degree shift, right? But now you're going to go like that. And then eventually you're going to be like from where you were, right? A 2-degree shift. We can do a 2-degree shift, can't we? Right? So let's just try to shoot for a 2-degree shift. If you're struggling with where you're at, if you don't like to go out because of shame or embarrassment because of your ostomy, then maybe sit on the front porch for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Breathe in that fresh air. If you're staying in the house all the time, go sit outside for a little while. Fresh air will do you so much good, not just physically but mentally. It will do you so much good. Take it a step further. Go for a little walk to the mailbox. We can maybe do that, right? So walk to the mailbox. If you can get out and about, maybe instead of having your groceries Instacarted to you, maybe go to the grocery store. Just little bitty different little things. I'm not saying to do it every single day, but maybe set a goal once a week or something like that. Let's just try to see what we can do for 2023 to grab 2023 grab that bull by the horns, and we're just going to ride it, and we are going to make this our year. Okay, guys? I think you guys are awesome. I thank you for sharing with me. Those of you who have reached out, just please keep it coming. Don't be afraid to leave a comment or a message, and let's start a dialogue on here. But if you aren't comfortable with that, then just continue to reach out to me privately. That's okay. All right, guys. I'm looking forward to talking to you some more. Take care.